Hello everybody. So this video is entitled Lowest IQ Market Years Behind. And why did I pick this title? Because you see, when the day started, I was beginning with this video. HIMS stock was up 7%. And I was going to talk about cancer test at HIMS coming up, the stock being up 7% and HIMS being years ahead. But then I realized, of course, as every single growth stock is crashing right now, that actually the better title would be Lowest IQ Market Ever. The market is years behind because, yes, HIMS is down 4%, actually 4.5% as I record this. Fundamentals don't matter anymore. HIMS just dropped the most amazing news. A news that surprised me, a news that I think surprised many of us. We knew they mentioned that briefly in the Super Bowl ad, but the fact that they would launch it so quick is truly amazing. They are making available the gallery test to their subscribers. And it's probably going to be about $750, right? $250 less, so $699 actually. $699 is what they're going to sell it for. This is absolutely wonderful. Of course, they invested in Grail. Was it 5 months ago, 4 months ago? So they probably have cheaper access to this test. This is a test that can detect 50 cancers in a single DNA test. A single test can detect 50 cancers. It's years ahead of anything available in trad health. In fact, if you ask doctors, they've most likely never ever heard of it. And you get early access to this product with HIMS. It's a product that can save your life. Like I said, most doctors have never heard of it. It's $699. It's an absolutely amazing news. I think this is going to be a blockbuster. This is going to be an absolute blockbuster, especially if you follow the longevity field. You know, this is a rounding error compared to the expense that the average person spends in a year on their health. This is even lower in a rounding error compared to the cost of cancer. And the cost of actually treating cancer if you want to do it right. And even then, you're not even sure of actually succeeding at treating it. So this is a stunning news, and HIMS is down 4%. HIMS is down 4%. The delta is actually 11%. It was up 7%, surprise the market. Everybody's happy now. It's down 4%, down 11%. The next announcement is likely peptides, because we know we talked about peptides briefly in the Super Bowl. Is HIMS going to be down another 5% when they announce peptides? This makes absolutely no sense. So that's why I started renaming the video into Lowest IQ Market. Lowest IQ Market. Because I realize that I have not really trusted this market in 5 months. People who follow me on Patreon, of which I've lost like 1/3 of the members are gone now. Well, of course they are gone. Why are they gone? I haven't essentially bought anything in 5 months. Every time I buy something, I say, hey, I bought a little something here, but I don't trust this market. I keep not trusting this market. Something is off. Something is very off. I don't know what it is. Is it liquidity? The liquidity issue, we thought it had something to do with the shutdown, and we thought the shutdown reopening in November, that would solve the liquidity. It didn't do that, right? December, November, they were the most awful months. Then January was really bad as well. February is taking a turn for the worse. What is happening? Is it Japan? Is it the GJBs? Is there an issue with GJBs? I was looking at Walmart. Walmart is much more expensive than a company like Nvidia right now, for example. Makes absolutely no sense. Like Colgate's expensive. Toothpaste is expensive. Potato chips are expensive. It makes absolutely no sense. And then you have things like folks that are buying shiny rocks. They're buying gold. But then sometimes even that shiny rock or that silvery rock, shiny silver, both shiny rocks, gold and silver, behaves like a beep coin on certain days. Remember silver down 30% in a single day? And then you find out that people in heavy metals, like people in silver, like they can't sell their silver at the price that's advertised at a broker. Like, silver was trading well above 100. You could not sell silver for 100 and no one would buy you it in the real world. So the exchange price is off. And then you have NASDAQ, who back to back is down like insanity. It makes so much no sense. It makes no sense. I don't even know what to tell you. Then you realize it's not HIMS' fault. SOFI is firing off on all cylinders. The quarter at SOFI was absolutely outstanding. SOFI should be 28 to 30 bucks right now. It's down another 5%. What did SOFI do? Nothing at all. Then you have CleanSpark down 11%, even though the Bitcoin mining difficulty dropped by more than 30%. This is true for all of Bitcoin miners, by the way. They're mining more Bitcoin now. The difficulty dropped tremendously. Dropped much more than the price of Bitcoin. Yes, these assets are being sold off. It's indiscriminate selling. Then you have Nebius. Nebius has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Nebius signed I mean, it's a rumor, right? But they signed a deal with Revolut, as far as I'm concerned, which is the leading fintech in Europe. So Facebook, Revolut, Cursor, right? Microsoft. Nebius is down 8%. These stocks are not reacting to their news. They're not reacting to how well they're doing under the hood. This makes absolutely no sense. And this is the cherry on the cake. Now, of course, I don't follow AMD too much on this channel, but a lot of people I respect follow AMD. And from what I read in the AMD quarter, it was outstanding. And AMD, of course, was way up in after hours yesterday. You remember people were excited, up 7% or 6%. And then you find out that now AMD is down 16% as I speak. If you add up the after hours plus how much it's down today, you see that AMD's price movement is exactly the same as PayPal's price movement. But PayPal was an absolute disaster. Even if you look at the intraday, same time intraday for PayPal, we were at 19% at about the same hour of a day. If you look for AMD, we're at minus 16%. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to imagine AMD down 20% on that news. So AMD and PayPal, as far as I'm concerned, if you include the before market action, the before market open price action of AMD, as far as I'm concerned, they're down exactly the same. One stock is firing on all cylinders, another one is on its way out. And the market will sell off whatever you throw at it. Whatever the news, the market seems to be dumping it. So it makes absolutely no sense. You know, I keep repeating this. I'm tired of repeating this. But the only job in the 2020s is to not get wiped out. At this point, there's been so many opportunities to get entirely wiped out. So many people, you know, doing you know unfathomable things because they think their life is over because they get wiped out. So this market is unpredictable. The fundamentals don't seem to matter right now. Now, of course, I'm going to try really hard to apply Alam's razor to my thinking, which is don't assume evil for something that can be explained by stupidity alone. Hence, I just call it a low IQ market. I'm not going to assume there's evil shenanigans in the background against growth stocks. I'm just going to assume it's a low IQ market. It's Alam's razor. It's stupidity alone. But anyways, let me tell you about the rest of my day. I'm going to walk 30,000 steps. There's a park nearby. I'm going to go in the forest, and I'm going to continue Will Durant. I am in hour 3. I'm learning about cannibalism and early tribes in humanity not knowing where babies came from, and therefore doing all sorts of crazy stuff because they had no idea where babies came from. Doing all sorts of crazy stuff to women. So I'm at Our Oriental Heritage. That's the book I'm on right now, about 3 hours in. It's amazing. Every sentence is a nugget, and every sentence makes you glad you live in the 21st century. So it's a Magical Sailor recommendation. I highly recommend it. It says you need about a year. So we're entering a bear market. I have a feeling the bear market could last about a year. Maybe I'll be done with the entire book at the end of the year. So we'll see how this goes. And of course, this book is free. You can get it for free on YouTube as an audiobook. So anyways, I'm going on a walk. Don't forget, these are designed to make us happy. So, this was not investment advice. This was not financial advice. This is only entertainment. I'm hoping you're entertained. I'm laughing at this, but this is really not funny. This is very annoying. Please like, please subscribe. Follow me on Patreon, follow me on X. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.